Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For this opportunity, we are from first group with me, Yunanda Kumala Nasrilia, Fajrul Falah Muiz, and Rafidah Zulfa as members will present to you curriculum and learning materials with the subject of basic curriculum concept. The first is definition of educational curriculum. Curriculum comes from the ancient Greek "curia", which means runner, and "career", which means a place to race. In the world of education, the curriculum is defined as the numbers of subjects that must be taken and completed by students to obtain a diploma. Meanwhile, there are several definitions of curriculum according to some experts. The first is definition of curriculum according to V. Carter. The curriculum is a collection of courses or a systematic sequence of lessons. The second is definition of curriculum according to Becker. Curriculum is a written document containing the contents of subjects taught to students through various objects, formulation of problems in everyday life, and choice of discipline. And the last is definition of curriculum according to Law Number 20 of 2003. Curriculum is a set of plans and arrangement regarding the objects, the objective, content, and learning materials, as well as the methods used as guidelines for the implementation of learning activities to achieve national education goals. From some of the definition of the curriculum, it can be concluded that the curriculum is a set of subject and educational programs provided by an educational provider, provided by an educational institution that contain lesson plans that will be given to lesson participants in one period of education level. And the next is the position of educational curriculum. The existence of the curriculum as one of the components of education is in a strategic position where its main role is as guide in learning activities. The existence of the curriculum occupies a central position, which means that an education is regulated, controlled, and assessed based on the criteria in the curriculum. The third is main components of educational curriculum. There is 6 main components of educational curriculum. The first is purpose. The meaning of purpose is the curriculum is a program that is intended to achieve educational goals. The second is content. The content of the curriculum program is everything that is given to students in teaching and learning activities in order to achieve goals. The third is media. Media is an intermediary to describe curriculum content so that it is more easily understood by students. The fourth is learning strategies. Learning strategies or methods or models are largely determined by the characteristic of the substance to be taught and the characteristic of the students. The fifth is teaching and learning. The success of the implementation of the teaching and learning process is an indicator of the success of implementing the curriculum. And the last is evaluation. Curriculum evaluation is intended to check the level of achievement of educational goals. Purpose of educational curriculum. Curriculum objectives are usually divided into three levels, namely as follows. The first is long-term goals. These goals describe the expected life goals and are based on values taken from philosophy. This goal isn't directly related to the school's goals, but is a target after students finish schools, such as responsible as a citizen or the Indonesian nation, and so on. The second is medium-term goals. These goals refers to school's goals based on the level. There are elementary school goals, junior high school, and high schools, and others. The third is short-term goals. Specific goals are achieved in classroom learning. For example, students can do multiplication correctly, students can practice prayer, and so on. Contents of educational curriculum. The contents of the curriculum includes the types of fields of study taught and the program contents of each field of study. The fields of study are adjusted to the type, level, and path of education available. The steps that need to be taken before determining the contents or content that is standardized as a curriculum. Curriculum planners must first select the content to be more effective and efficient.
For function educational curriculum. Functional curriculum. For the first, for teacher, the curriculum has a function as a guide and direction in the teaching and learning process. 2. For school principals and supervisor, the curriculum has a function as a guide in carrying out supervisory and supervisory duties. 3. For parents, the curriculum serves as a guide or guideline in educating their children to study at home. 4. For the community, the curriculum serves as a guide to the community in providing assistance for the implementation of the education process in school. For student and last, for student, the curriculum serves as a guide and direction in learning. According to Alexander English in his book Principle of Secondary Education 1918 suggests that there are 6 functions of the curriculum. For the one, the adaptive function. This function implies that the curriculum as an educational tool must be able to encourage individuals to have a well-adjusted nature, namely, being able to adapt or adjust themselves to the environment as a whole. Next, the second integration function. The curriculum as an educational tool must be able to produce integrated individuals. Differentiating function. Curriculum as an educational tool must be able to provide service to individual student difference. 4. Propedeutics function. The curriculum as an educational tool must be able to prepare students to continue their studies at the next level of education. In addition, the curriculum is also expected to prepare students to be able to live in society. 5. Selective function. The curriculum as an educational tool must be able to provide opportunities for students to choose a learning program according to their abilities and interests. And last, diagnostic function. The curriculum as an educational tool must be able to help and direct students to be able to understand and accept their potential and weakness. Next, 5. Curriculum role. The role of curriculum is divided into 3, namely. For the first, conservative, transmitting and interpreting social heritage for the younger generation. 2. Creative, carry out various creative and constructive activities. And 3. Critical and evaluative. The curriculum actively participates in social control and emphasize critical thinking elements.